兄ちゃん。兄ちゃん。 兄ちゃん。兄ちゃん。 兄ちゃん。兄ちゃん。兄ちゃん。兄ちゃん。 兄ちゃん。 Oni-chan. Oni-chan.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
What up? What's good, my fellow weebs, otakus, and inspiring pirates? I am Monkey D. Hero, the future king of weebs. Welcome to the Monkey D. Hero stream, coming live to you from the captain's cabin. Alright guys, real quick before we get into it, hit the follow button. At 400 followers, we're doing a 24-hour stream. Head over to the WHF link tree to find links to our Discord to become a full member of the WHF community. My YouTube and Facebook Captain's Cabin. My socials, Twitter, IG, and DeviantArt. The WHF socials. The WHF Patreon and WHF merch. If you want to support me, my crew, and the WHF business and all our endeavors. Alright guys, this is Announcer Hero signing out.
Oni-chan.
Testing my trip. Boop, boop, boop. Coming through loud and clear. What's good, crazy cheek? Welcome to the cabin. How we doing today? Why does it look like that? The fuck? Let her off without me. Down. Down. I'm like a mix of like awake but like quasi asleep. I'm also kind of fatigued and sore because, well, for starters, I decided to break up my workouts and structure them a little bit differently. So instead of trying to do a full body workout multiple days a week, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to space it out and spread it out because I'm starting to realize why people dedicate certain sections of workouts to certain days. Like you got leg day, you got arm day or upper body day, and then you got the core day. Well, that's how I'm breaking it up. But typically I hear leg day, arm day. I don't know if there's like core day or whatever, but either way, that's how I'm breaking it up. Legs, core,
Oni-chan.
arms. So how I'm gonna do it in general is doing squats on Monday, or so leg day will be Monday. That only leg workout that I know how to do for in the house, in home, is squats. I'm like I can't really think of anything else I could do. Maybe I should look into it more and just see if there's like another in-home leg workout I can do. But I do 70 squats. Shit, I used to do just do it a lot, multiple days. Shit. It's like it was 140 in a week. 140, but that's doing it 2 days a week. I'm trying to like 3 days. But when I was working out 3 days a week, 210. So I guess I used to do 210 a week, if that math is right. But I was like, I mean, in general, like I've explained, I do a lot. I put my body through the paces. But I'm realizing like all that is starting to like really build up and just like make me extra tired and fatigued. And I'm doing this raw without any supplements or anything. So I'm like, all right, breaking it down. Let me see if that helps out better, works out better. But it's also a thing like I'm going to gradually increase the increments of like what I'm doing. So yesterday, because I decided to start doing that yesterday. So yesterday I was like, all right, I did core and I did some arms. So I did 20 push-ups. Instead of doing 20 leg raises, I did 30. So that's mostly why my stomach is sore. Uh, I did 30 and then I did 70 sit-ups. So in total, 100 reps worth of shit, I guess is the best way to word it. Well, 120 reps worth of shit. I'm like, it's like either I want to add a new workout or increase the increments of when I'm doing, how I'm doing something. So I'm like, I dropped down because I increased the weight on my dumbbells, my wingspans. I can't remember what they're called specifically, but my wingspans, that's what I like to call them. I dropped down to doing five because I increased the weight. So I'm like, all right, I gotta get it. I gotta adjust to this level of weight, build up my strength a little bit more. Now it's fine. So I'm like, I'm increased it back to doing 10. I don't know what this one is called either, but I added another dumbbell workout to my routine. I removed one and added one. But I did 10. So I did three sets of 10, but it was different reps. Like it's the wingspans. I'm gonna call these the cross ups. I don't know the names of these things. Like I just work out and lift weights. I pick things up, put things down. So one of those things being my entire body. It's like I just do shit. It's the best way I can put it. I just do shit. But it's the one where you got the one dumbbell here, you bring it up, and then you do that. Whatever that is called. I'm gonna just call them the cross ups or my cross ups. But it's that, and there's another one where I'm just kind of like just freestyling it. It's like I'm mixing two workouts together in as one thing, or two dumbbell, two types of dumbbell workouts. I've like kind of like mashed them together to like freestyle doing something else. But either way, the point of what I'm getting across is the fact of like I've already started increasing the amount in increments of what I'm doing is like since I'm dedicating that one day to a specific group. It's like, well, let's go all in on those types of workouts for said day. Well, yeah, I want to look into another. leg workout I can do for being in the house and not at a gym. I mean, I guess walking counts as something. Hmm. Like I kind of got somewhere I can walk as well. I'm like, walking and running, but yeah, no, I don't have much running endurance. Like I can run for for a bit, but I ain't got that much endurance. So I'm like walking it would be my best bet, and like building up the strength to run prolonged periods of time. I'll figure it out. I'm just rambling and ranting out loud, explaining my whole workout routine, shit, how I'm changing it. Uh, but yeah, aside from that, let's dive up into this bitch. So with that being said, what's good, WHF community? How y'all doing? How we doing? Hope everyone's doing fine. Hopefully y'all had a good Friday. Got to get out the house, enjoy the day, enjoy the last few days of this nice weather we got. Won't change the way I feel. Uh, my Friday was kind of meh. I did stuff, but like generally, I'm just saying like I was kind of feeling meh the whole day. Uh, trying to think of what I did besides waking up. uh, yeah, honestly, I woke up. I built something for the bathroom for my mom. But I was kind of just like that's what I'm saying. It's feeling meh. Like I guess I needed a chill day to just chill and just not do anything as far as like work wise. Because I didn't do much work related yesterday. Uh oh, solo leveling. Duh. I'm like, what the fuck? I know I'm missing a chunk of. I'm missing something that took up a chunk of time. I was playing solo leveling because we didn't really get to play on. We didn't get to play on Thursday, and I had to do all my weekly stuff, so I spent Friday, majority of Friday doing that, and just taking my time with it. And and because I can auto the game, it's like I had it autoing while I was in the process of building. That's another reason why it took me all day. It took me all day to finish building the thing because I'm like I said, I was just taking my time with it and just chilling. Solo leveling, built something. Uh, ate some pasta because my sister cooked some pasta for dinner. Uh, oh, and I watched two Marvel movies. So I'm further ahead in my catch up of Marvel stuff. But I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Very interesting movie. How my boy I can't remember his name, but the actor that played Kang, And that ended up getting canned by Disney because of the bullshit the woman put him in. Fuck that bitch for one, because I'm like, I mean that stems from a whole bigger issue. What, like, this whole believe all women bullshit and men being seen as guilty until proven innocent, instead of being innocent until proven guilty. But beside the point, beside the point. Jonathan Majors, there we go. It came back to me. But he did a fucking phenomenal job for that to be his first Marvel property, and he was playing a villain. Very, very well done. And it's like, it sucks that we may or may not see more of Kang because of the bullshit. But I enjoyed him in the role. Like, he knows how to play a villain very well. But that's the thing, is like the way the MCU's version of Kang, yeah, he does bad shit, but he's not necessarily a villain. He was in the comics and in Marvel in general. Yes, he's a villain. And no, well, actually, no. When I think about it, he's killed a lot of people, and even in the MCU, he killed a lot of people, and literally has wiped out entire timelines and shit. So, actually, no. He is that's the thing that's difficult to say, because it's like we're not just dealing with one king, we're dealing with multiple versions of him, and all of them are kind of like vindictive bastards. I mean, they're all alternate versions of him. Also, it was nice to see that they tied it into the Loki series at the end with the after credit scene, because you see Loki with the well, it was at the end of season at the end of season one, Loki. Yeah, the end of season one, Loki is you could tell they like went back in time. They're like in the past, and they're looking at Kang before he actually becomes Kang. He was looking like Frederick. He looked like a Frederick Douglass, like with the way his hair looked. But you see, he's on stage presenting, I guess, some type of scientific discovery to people. My speculation is like that's when he first discovered time travel, which is the thing that led to him becoming Kang the Conqueror and messing with the multiverse and discovering the multiverse, messing with different timelines and creating all these different variants of himself and shit. I'm assuming that right there was the starting point that they showed. But you see him on stage, you see Loki in the crowd with one of the dudes from the time group organization. I can't remember what they're called, but the people who deal with the different variants. Well, you see him, the guy that he was with in season one. You see him in the crowd with him, and they're like talking about like, oh, that's him. But Loki is the only one who knows what he looks like. So the dude from the group, he's asking him, he's like, "Are you sure that's him?" And I'm like, "Yeah." That I, you cannot, you can't see that glorious black man and then not be 100% sure that that's who you're looking for. um, Trying to see what else. What else? Oh, just seeing the quantum realm in general, the inhabitants, the life. And like just them expanding more on what they set up in Avengers Infinity War, where the fact that, like, because that's essentially how they time traveled. They used the quantum realm as essentially a doorway to time travel. But it's pretty much like they made the, because I remember Tony made them Ant-Man suits essentially, but yeah, they all shrunk down really small, and then like they got really big in the timeline that they needed to get to. Well, I mean that's essentially what it is. It's like because the way they explain the quantum realm in the movie is that it's the secret hidden universe. It's sort of like Godzilla and Kong Skull Island, like how it's exists in the core of the Earth. Like it's some the quantum realm is similar to something like that. So, but either way, not to get into the nerd shit about it. It was just really cool. It was nice to see it like really brought to life like that. You know, all these places and concepts that only exist in the comic books, and like just seeing it brought to life, really fucking dope. And then the movie I watched after that, where was it? Oh, Guardians Volume 3, which I deeply enjoyed because they finally brought things full circle. We finally got the answers as to how Rocket was created, where he came from, at least the MCU's version, because in the comics he's an alien race. I mean, even in the MCU they said he was an alien, but if you discover and find out that he's not, he was on board of an alien spacecraft, but he was taken from America, so Earth, and then it's how can I put it? All the information and descriptions about the creatures and where they come from was written on the cage that they were in, which is a whole nother thing. Because dude, the man who was behind it all is pretty fucked up as well. Because he was kidnapping people from any and everywhere. Because his whole thing is what his whole thing was trying to make everything perfect, improve it, whether he's got to use cybernetics or genetically modifying their DNA, whatever he's got to do. His goal is to create the perfect specimens, and he was the villain was the High Evolutionary, which is someone that you don't see talked about in Marvel very much at all. I didn't even realize he was a living mortal person. I thought he was like a god, like because fucking Marvel has a bunch of gods and deities in their comic slash universe. So I thought the High Evolutionary was a god. I had no idea, a celestial or something like that. Had no idea that he was like an actual like mortal being. Uh, but yeah, I kind of got ahead of myself. But yeah, back to what I was saying about Rocket. But I needed to explain like the cage and everything because of the fact of like he's keeping animals and humans, well not humans, but alien children. Like he's gone all over the universe and kidnapped a bunch of different beings and creatures to experiment on. Hang on, I'm not ready to put that on here. I'm sitting here yapping. I'd usually be done with this part, but like I'm talking about the movie. Um, but I'm almost done. But yeah. Oh, but the description of the creatures on the cage, you see it explain everything. You see it say a bunch of different stuff, and at the bottom it says like they're from the origin is from North America, so Earth, and This species is commonly referred to and known as a raccoon. So yeah, it brought everything full circle from Guardians Volume 1 to Volume 3. Brought it full circle. Finally explained Rocket, where he comes from, why he doesn't talk about what happened to him. Cause yeah, you find out that he had a bunch of like he made friends with a few other animals that were also genetically modified and altered and fucked with. But yeah, they unfortunately get murked while Rocket is trying to escape and leave because High Evolutionary finally reveals the plan. Not his plan, but finally reveals to Rocket that like you realize I don't fuck with you like that for real, right? Like, because he treats him with like respect in a way. It's like a level of respect and decorum. Because after he created Rocket, he realizes like wow, he's actually really intelligent. He figured out the flaw in one of my experiments and helped me fix it. So because of that, the high evolutionary, he like puts on this attitude of like, oh, you're cool. Like you know, we alright. Like you know, you my homie. We not really his homie for real. And he tells him it's like, oh, you were able to figure out that problem, but that don't mean shit. I still don't care about you. Like, fuck you thought this was. Nigga, you are my prisoner. So yeah, he comes reveals all that to Rocket, and Rocket goes back to his other genetically modified friends, tells them like we're getting out of here because yeah he's planning on killing us because we don't matter. We're just experiments. We're not going to the new world. And that's another thing. The high evolutionary and why he's kidnapping all these different beings and trying to make them perfect is because he visited Earth years ago, saw how beautiful it was, but hated humans in the way that they acted. So he's like, I'm gonna create a version of Earth, but I'm going to create my population to not be flawed humans. So yeah, that's his entire motivation essentially. Uh, oh yeah, but back to Rocket. He's trying to break free with his friends. Like I said, they ended up getting murked, but he ended up surviving and broke out of there. He also gave him they there was a scene where they were like trying to give themselves names because they're fantasizing like what our names gonna be like when we get to the new world and all that blah blah blah. It was like one of those moments, and he's like, I want to be called Rocket because I like rockets. And then the movie ends with him finally saying, my name's Rocket, Rocket Raccoon. So he finally accepts the raccoon title into his name and calls himself a raccoon because we find out, like I said in the beginning of my explanation, Rocket is actually a raccoon from Earth. At least in the MCU. I don't know how they play it in the comics, but in the MCU, at least, Rocket is actually a raccoon from Earth. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's generally the whole movie was taking down the High Evolutionary, and it was another black actor playing a villain who played the role really fucking well. I don't even, I think I've seen the actor before, but I'm like, I don't know him by name. But yeah, really well played, really well played. Um, Trying to see what else about the movie that I like. Oh, and then the Guardians break up at the end. It was a little down, a little disheartening because I'm like, you grow the attachment to this ragtag group of friends and people who like go out and do shit, and it's like now they're gonna break up. and it wasn't so much of like, oh, I don't want to be a guardian anymore. It's more of like certain ones are leaving because they got to go out and find themselves. Like Peter, he leaves because he's going back to Earth. He wants to see his grandpa, reconnect, find out what he's missed after all these years. Mantis wants to go out and find out what she wants to do with her life and herself, because her entire life she's lived in servitude to people. So the only ones left are Drax, Rocket, Groot, and Nebula. But Nebula became a Guardian after Infinity Wars. But I'm talking about the original group. But yeah, the only ones we got left are, oh yeah, because Gamora is around, but she doesn't go off and come back to the Guardian. She's with the Ravengers, and she keeps acting like a dickhead. It's like that's something I dislike. She kept acting like an asshole the entire movie, because I get where she's coming from. It's like, I'm not your Gamora, but at the same time, you are. Like, that's the thing. You are who she was before she became what she became later on, before Thanos killed her. So that's why I was like, it's annoying to me, because she's like acting like a dick. Like, she punched Peter one time because it's like, he was in love with her. They were a thing. They were together, and now he lost her. But I got to sit here. But I lost my Gamora. I got her back, but it's a version of her that was still a little bit of a dickhead. This is a version of her that didn't even want to fully leave Thanos yet. So I'm like, at least we still got her, but I'm like, it's annoying because it's like, yeah, you want things to go back to the way they were, but it's also things change. But there was another end credit scene where you see that that's right, Peter passed off the title of leadership of the Guardians to Rocket as well too. So this was very much a Rocket centered movie, which was pretty dope. But yeah. And one of the end credit scenes, you see Rocket, Groot. Oh yeah, that's right. Nebula leaves too. Nebula isn't. She's a Guardian, but she's not a Guardian, because they essentially go off to. They start a new society because they freed all the kids and stuff that were kidnapped. That the High Evolutionary had trapped in cages, or kidnapped and locked away in cages. They freed all of them, brought them back to their home planet, which is the flying head of a dead god, but not gonna get into all that. Um, I'm not done setting up. I'm just, yeah, I'm almost done yapping. Like, that's the thing that's fucking me up, because it's like, usually I'm done, but I'm still yapping. But anyways, um, but yeah, I forgot. But yeah, Nebula goes off to like essentially lead this new city, and raise up the new people that's joining them. And one of the kids grows up. She's still a kid, but she gets older and becomes a Guardian. So one of the kids that they freed becomes a Guardian. That's right. Drax is helping Nebula run the city. That's why I forgot about him. But yeah, Drax is technically not a Guardian anymore. I mean, they are, but they are. Like, once they're the original members. So it's like they leave, but like they can come back at any time, any moment. Whatever they want to do with the actors. Um. So yeah, the only original members you got left are Rocket and Groot, which kind of sucks. But you got Rocket, Groot. Get one of the dude who took over Yondu, who controls Yondu's arrow. He put Yondu's Mohawk thing. He implanted it into his head, and he can control the arrow and shit that Yondu was controlling. In the first two movies, he's a Guardian. Like I said, one of the little kids they say becomes a guardian. Adam Warlock becomes a guardian, and that's pretty much it. It's like that they're the new Guardians team. Kind of, it's like it's disappointing because, like I said, it's like you want the old team back, but you never know. They might bring them back at some point, whenever. But it all depends on the actor and if the actor wants to do it. And plus, Adam does become a guardian in the comics. Shit, if you play Marvel Rivals, Adam has Guardians of the Galaxy skin. Um, but yeah, like part of me thinks that the actors are probably just tired of doing the movies, or they're a little fatigued, so they want to do something else. But I mean, the it's not like the Guardians movies come out regularly. But yeah. Anyways, enough of that, I suppose. Let's move on along. I've been sitting here yapping about Marvel movies, but I just wanted to talk about the movies that I watched yesterday. Because, like I said, and have explained, y'all know I'm in the process to catching up to all the Marvel stuff that I have missed over the years. But yeah, once again, hopefully y'all had a good Friday. Mine was pretty decent, but also meh. Moving on along, I want to give a shout out to those of you chilling, lurking in the chats, whether you're on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube. Appreciate y'all being here. Also, shout out to those of you who have yet to come and lurk. Also, and those of you who are lurking in spirit. I might stop saying that part. Honestly, I'm like, I appreciate the people who want to be here, but it's like, I don't know. I think it just kind of drags things on a bit. I might stop saying that part. Anyways, shout out to the lurkers. Appreciate y'all being here. Um. Also, shout out to my VOD squad. Appreciate y'all doing what y'all doing, y'all's in running the numbers up, showing your boy love, even while I am away. And lastly, oh God, my stomach is still my stomach. Shout out to everyone all around for all you guys' continued support. Appreciate y'all fucking with your boy, rocking with your boy for all this time. And hopefully more time to come. Folks, we are back on one of the remaining few nice Saturdays for another Isekai adventure. What adventure, you might think? That time I got Isekaied into the continent. Yes, sir. We doing more of The Witcher 1 today. Gonna link back up with the homie Geralt. Continue exploring the Dark Continent. We are in, if I remember correctly, we just made it to the city, Vizima, some shit like that. Vizima, that's it. I think that's what it is, Vizima. But yeah, we just made it into the city, so pick up from there, do what we got to do, etc., etc. Then aside from that, we got more watch along roulette. Gonna be watching and reacting to more anime, specifically more OG Dragon Ball. So yeah, stick around if that interests you. Appreciate y'all being here once again. But yeah, I've done enough yapping. Let's switch scenes and get into The game. Oh, shoot. Clicked the wrong one. Boom, boom, boom. Rip Chester. Looked under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Just calling on the underdog. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. So much more awake, I'll be becoming this. All I want to do and be less like you. To lose control.